Hey, Budget Reloader here, coming to you from the upstate South Carolina. I've got a new tool I've been using for AR rifle brass, namely 323, 556 rifle brass. And one of the things you have to do for NATO or 556 rounds is you need to take out the primer crimp. And the primer crimp is put on military cases because of their use in mostly automatic weapons, and they don't want the primers to come out under that kind of cyclic action that you don't necessarily see in semi-auto. So it's not routinely done on 223 brass. So what I used to do before was use either this tool or this tool in conjunction with the small primer reamer from Lyman, and it would generate a lot of swarf, and it took a lot of time, and I mounted it on a drill. And there are thoughts out there that says you shouldn't really cut the brass away but just swage it. So I got an RCBS primer pocket swager tool. Let's see if you can see that. Model 9481. And that consists of the body and both a large and small primer anvil that this actually swages the primer pocket. It has this cup here, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. That's to disengage the round from the primer. And then this goes up in the body holder, and it goes inside the, may not fit, well, it won't fit, but it goes inside and supports the bottom of the case while the anvil goes in there and widens it out. I can't show you because this is obviously not, this is the large one. So that's what it does. So I found some shortcomings as usual. Number one, you still need to do, and there's two kinds of staking, and I'll see if I can find some random grab here. There's a circular staking, and there is a kind of an independent staking that I've seen, and now I can't find, but it seems like the circular staking upsets more material. Anyway, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a circular impression. This is actually 223 Remington, so that's not an example. But you'll notice, those of you that have reloaded know what I'm talking about when you see NATO brass. And sometimes non-NATO marking, like some of the Lake City stuff is, like there's some NATO brass, so I don't know if you can see, that'll focus on that. So it has a circular crimp, and then there are those that have like, oh, let's see, is this one? Yeah. And this is not NATO marked, but I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not. It has 3 crimps, and I've seen it with 4. So with the circular one, after you swage it, and if your case mouth is a little imperfect, you're going to have to work with it a little bit. This one's okay. You got to find that punch and put it up in there, and then push your ram down. Now, if this is non-NATO brass, this will come out easy. If it's NATO brass, you really have to fight it a little bit. And this was NATO brass. So there's a little bit of that ring still left. I like to give it a little, couple of strokes with the chamfer tool, just to make the primer easier to install. Not a bad deal. Now, before, I was having a problem because on this particular Lee breech lock, it just has these 2 ribs here for this removal cup to come down on, and it was tipping, and it was causing more force needed to remove the round because it was getting cockeyed. So I just made this little aluminum, I cut a piece of 1-inch copper, 1-inch copper tube. Cut a slit in it, cut it a 1/2 inch tall, which is equal to the shoulder here. And I bent these ears out just so it kind of fits in here and self captures. And then the cup comes down nice and flush, no problem. So that's the minor modification you need to make. And so you're probably thinking, hey, budget reloader, that's not much of a budget item. And it wasn't. It was, I don't know, close to 30 bucks on Amazon. However, I'm also the quality reloader, and this is the quality way to do it. And so I'm not going to skimp on quality for budget. I will try and show you the least expensive way to do things, but also the best way to do things. So that's my tip, my new tool, the RCBS primer pocket swager tool number 2. I guess there was a number 1. And so far, it seems to be working out. That's it. Thanks. Please like and subscribe.